A video where I talked about body image in Asia blew up in Xiaohongshu and the original creator wasn't very happy about it. Let's get into that. So the original creator talked about her experience being mid-sized in Asia. Let's take a look.
I'm a mid-sized Asian. Whenever I visit Asia, they always tell me I got fatter. I'm a mid-sized Asian. Our family tells us to keep eating, but then tells us to lose weight. I'm a mid-sized Asian. The clothing in Asia never fits me. I'm like a 5XL.
And then I put my own take on it. I'm not making this video to body shame her, but there's actually some truth to what she's saying, especially the part where family will call you fat, but will ask you to keep on eating. I think it's a very contrasting perspective, because on one hand, yes, they're judging you because of how you look. And on the other hand, Asian cooking is not that simple. So there is the conflict because they want you to lose weight, but at the same time, they put so much effort into their cooking. So it becomes this self-fulfilling prophecy of, yes, weight gain happened, but at the same time, they're not taking responsibility for being part of the reason for it. Family, what are you gonna do? Basically, it's a bit of a catch-22 there. I posted it on my socials and it opened up quite a few conversations about body stigma and everyone else commenting on their own body stigma in their families, in their respective cultures.
In the club, we all fam.
But the one platform where it really blew up was in Xiaohongshu. Plenty of people on each side of the coin relating to the same experience and calling it an unhealthy lifestyle. People had really strong opinions about what a healthy body weight is, fueled either by science or personal experience. So the first thing she wasn't happy about was that I didn't credit her properly.
And I think I deserve a little appreciation.
I woke up to her tagging me in an Instagram story talking about it. Yes, I tagged her in TikTok and Instagram, but I didn't check whether she had an account in Xiaohongshu. And also, I just tagged her account at the end of the video description without explicitly saying video by this creator. That was my bad and I rectified it as soon as I knew about it. She also said on her Instagram story that she wasn't sure if I was ever going to credit her if she didn't say anything. Well, she didn't ask. She just went passive-aggressive by only tagging me in a story. Another issue she had was that out of all her videos, I had to pick that one. And that one being her in a bikini. I chose that video because that was the video that I saw in the Explore page. I didn't think I'd need to dig anymore if the video contained exactly what I wanted to expand on. She thinks it's very strange that I picked her viral one when it will obviously get a certain reaction from others body judging her. Firstly, it's called Trendjacking. And secondly, I did take her advice into looking at her other videos in case I just so happen to stitch her only video in a bikini if it's a modesty issue. But no, she has multiple videos of her in a bikini. It could be like many Americans during the TikTok ban. She wanted to create a different image in Xiaohongshu. Same message, but just a little bit more conservative, playing by the rules a little bit. Xiaohongshu is more stricter with content. I thought that was the end of it, but she had another request.
Another one.
Which is to reply to comments that were body shaming her.
No, I don't think I will.
And I'll tell you why I won't. As a content creator, I've spoken on a lot of things on my platform. Religion, politics, racial issues, just to name a few. And I still managed to grow my community from all that. Do you know why? It's because I understand as an internet person, people will say anything online. And sometimes you won't like it.
I want to be a pretty girl. Well, you're not a pretty girl.
You also need to understand that if someone comments something good or bad, it's a reflection of their lived experience. And as much as we want to always receive the good, it's unrealistic to always ignore the bad. So that's why I don't get affected as much when there are bad comments directed at me. There was a person who was so hostile over me changing my phone screen protector. But again, their behavior is a reflection of themselves. So I keep them around. Do I use them for content?
You're goddamn right.
I'm not downplaying how affected she is by the comments, but it's comments she wouldn't need to be reading because it's already out of her control. And even though my video was talking about Asian people in general being of larger size, not even talking about her body specifically, I'm expected to spring into action because she's affected by comments. She's entitled to defend her own content on her platform, no doubt. But since I remixed it into my content and I posted it in my space, I don't defend it as much because I have my own way of dealing with it. You shouldn't feed into that.
If you pardon the pun.
Not every comment needs a reply. You have to be the bigger person. I heard it just as I said it. But in all seriousness, comments should be looked at as conversations that doesn't necessarily have to involve you. There were plenty of other Americans in the comments sharing about body image in the US, and other Chinese people defending her from body shaming comments. If it's a popular enough topic, these things tend to grow its own legs and work itself out. Unfortunately, as of now, the video has been taken down from Xiaohongshu, citing community violations. But it was interesting to see the reactions on the different platforms I had the video up on. On average, I would say the reactions are fairly similar. It's just that Xiaohongshu's sample size was much larger, so of course you'd pay more attention there. I'm also rejecting her request to take down my video in other platforms. Because, and I'll say this respectfully, if you don't like losing control over a particular piece of content that is yours, don't post it. And if you're looking to be offended, you'll find it. If my Chinese translation was very incorrect, you can blame Google and DeepL. And about my commentary on your video being inaccurate, it's an opinion piece. There were plenty of other people who related to what I said. But despite all this, I have no ill will towards her. I'm just sharing my side of the story. So go ahead and follow Mid-Size Asian Queen if you like body positivity content. She posts about being mid-size and loving her body as an Asian woman.